All right, welcome YouTubers. Tonight what we're doing is we're getting the situation underway that says we really don't have access to a full trailer hitch, a Reese hitch, but we do have access to what's called a bumper hitch. And one of the hidden secrets over at Harbor Freight, they've got these trailer hitches. And the situation is, instead of just having a ball in this location right here and towing everything off that, which is totally fine, there's a huge slug of steel in here. And it goes all the way down up into the bumper. There's a huge slug of steel, and it's about, excuse me, an inch thick. If you can see it there, it's right here. It's really, really a big hunk of steel. And it don't just go in here, it goes all the way inside the bumper. And let me tell you, I drilled these out, so I definitely can attest that there's a good solid inch of steel there. These little bumpers on these Tacomas, they did not play with them. Don't mind me, I'm just putting a little fluid film on this situation here. And we're in the upstate New York area, the Empire State, where they tax you really sufficient. But here's the situation. I got this on here tonight, and I went over to Tractor Supply, and I got some grade 8 bolts, okay, and you can tell by the hash marks on top, those are grade 8. I got some nice washers, and I got some nylocks with some a nice spacer and some washers on there. Now, most of the time, every time you go to put your Reese hitch in, you'll find out if you need to pull it out and change the hitch from, say, 1 7/8 to 2 inch, or vice versa, you wind up catching hell getting it out of this pocket. What I've done is we've took the situation that says we have fluid film, okay, and we're going to dress this up really good. As you see, I went over the entire situation here, and you can see right from day one, there's little scratches like on the paint itself right from Harbor Freight. Well, don't you worry about that. We're not going to get no orange rust on that because we've went over the entire thing, including the inside and the bottom, the perimeter, all over the bolts, on the edges. We've got all this done with fluid film. And I know winter's over with, but at the end of the day, we're going to make sure that this hitch comes in and out nicely, and it'll be dressed up just fine, okay? So there's where we're at. If you don't, my little brush that goes on the top of this cap right here, it broke off. It's like a little acid brush, so I just improvised. I got a 99 center from Harbor Freight and brushed it on like that. But yeah, as you see, we're not going to have no rust on that hitch or the hardware, okay? And the situation is, I've got this little trailer right here. And, oh, a little update. As you see, it's missing the jack right there, right? Let me just give you a little update on this. Now, Harbor Freight, they sell the jack. The jack didn't fail, but look at these little guys here. So what I will do is wind up putting a piece of plate on the back, not just use these little angle gussets, because they just weren't strong enough. Every time I set the trailer tongue down, it must have just been a little too much weight with the wood in it. But we'll go ahead and fix that. And as you see, the trailer's holding up just fine. But now we're going to be able to put a Reese hitch in there and make it on and off a little bit easier. So there you go, people. If you want to take care of your situation that says you don't want your Reese hitch to lock up on you and to freeze up, remember the fluid film trick, okay? You can put grease, but grease just isn't the same. The fluid film it's more of a natural product. It's wool wax, if you will. So get you some and make sure you grease up your hitch. All right? This is Bri over here at the compound, and we'll give you a close-up again. I know you want to see it. All right, people. Make sure you use grade 8 bolts. Don't cheap out and go with the non-grade ones. All right.